What's going on, y'all? It's Lodge Locks, and today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we are going to be giving you guys two NBA player props I love on the board for this Wednesday, May 22nd NBA playoff matchups. It is a one-game slate, Minnesota Timberwolves versus Dallas Mavericks, game one, so it should be a good one. Can't really see how these guys are matching up against each other, even like the last recent matchups this whole season. There was kind of like a mismatch, missing players. Like I believe Kyrie missed a couple, Luka missed a couple. So obviously we can't determine a lot from those like players scoring wise. But we got some good players on the board that I love so far that I just found value wise overall on this low outlier tool that I use. So before we get in those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe with those post notifications turned on. It would just mean the world to me. I've been grinding for you guys, trying to give you guys the best content, the best breakdowns, the best value that I could find on this Prize Picks board. And again, if you guys are a fan of Prize Picks and the NBA and are new to this channel, this is a perfect channel for you guys. I'm going to be uploading every single day for the NBA playoffs whenever we have a game till the end of the this postseason that we got right here. So again, if you guys want to stay tuned with the channel, make sure those post notifications are turned on down below to get notified whenever these videos go out, even if it's just for like the player of the days or whatever. And speaking of the player of the days, our player of the day cashed in yesterday's video again for Taco Tuesday. I recommended to you guys, if you guys can take anything from that video, I'd recommend the player of the day to pair with any Taco Tuesdays that you guys like of your choice. And then with the other player that we paired with it was kind of weird. We gave you Jason Tatum over that 2.5 3-pointers made. Now that line got taken down like right away, so I'm not even sure if like any of you guys were able to get that one. And then I had recommended, if not that play, then just his points in general. So his points in general just hit his 29.5 points. That line hit. So if you guys took that one smacked. If you guys ran that little two-man, because I know the 2.5 again, that line got taken down right away. There was insane value, so Prize Picks took it off the board. But unfortunately, he only had 2 3-pointers. But I don't even think like any of you guys had gotten to that pick right away. So hopefully you guys took that the 29.5 points just flat. I think Tatum ended up with like 36 or something, so he smacked on that line. And then our player of the day, again, it was Taco Tuesday, so hopefully you guys use that and just got some good value out of those Taco Tuesdays that were out there. So with that being said, we're going to hop right into the player props that we got in today's video for this Wednesday slate. With our player of the day in today's video, we're going to be rocking with Derrick Jones Jr. over his points line, his 8.5 line. Now, I love this line right here for him at 8.5. This is really low, and obviously this Minnesota team is just really solid defensively as we look at them overall against every position. Overall, in points allowed to opposing teams, they're ranked number 1 just in general. So obviously they're a great defensive team like we just saw against them against the Nuggets, shutting down Murray and Jokic in a lot of the games. So I feel like this is a great game where I feel like Kyrie and Luka, at least one of them is going to struggle in this matchup, so someone's going to have to pick up the slack. And I just feel like Derrick Jones Jr. has the best matchup overall. I feel like Mike Conley should be guarding him because Anthony Edwards said he's going to guard Kyrie. Then they're probably going to put Jaden McDaniels on Luka, so that leaves Mike Conley guarding Derrick Jones Jr. So it's really like a mismatch. Derrick Jones Jr. is pretty like more. He has a good advantage over him, like height-wise, just strength overall. Mike Conley's a pretty small point guard. I think he's like 6'1", 6'2", max. So obviously, Derrick Jr. has that advantage, him just being athletic and having those big strides and all that over him. So again, I feel like this is a great opportunity for him to get buckets, especially with his line only being at 8.5. If you look at his last 3 games, he just dropped 17, 19, and 22. I'm not sure why this line is so low, especially with the recency of his games. He's been taking 12, 10, 12, 9, and 13 shot attempts in his last 5 games. So obviously, if that line is higher than what his points line is, there's just a great chance that he covers this line. Honestly, the only time he really wouldn't cover it if he goes 1 for 10 again. Obviously, he had 3 points right there, but I doubt that's a rare occasion. He's been shooting 46%. So obviously, if he makes half of those, he's going to agree in this line, taking this amount of shots with his line being this low. So again, insane value right there. Derrick Jones Jr. has exceeded this 8.5 points in 4 of his last 5 games on the road. So on the road, in the last 5 games, he has been averaging 11.4 points a game on average, which is insane value so far in the playoffs. He's just really been doing his thing on the road. And again, this matchup, they're really going to be keying on Kyrie Irving and Luka. So again, I just feel like there's a lot more opening for some of the other role players on this starting lineup and whatnot to do their thing and just score baskets, with the pressure really being on those primary scorers. So again, I feel like there should be a lot of opportunities. It's a great matchup for Derrick Jones Jr. to go crazy. And even if we look at previous matchups, the last two matchups against this Minnesota team, Derrick Jones Jr. has been scoring, as you guys can see, 15 points, 12 points right there, 9 and 12 shot attempts like he's been averaging in his last 5 games, as you guys can see, basically the same thing right there. So again, same value right there, and it should be another good line on this pick for Derrick Jones Jr. I expect this one to get bumped up. If we look at the other sportsbooks values, we got FanDuel minus 132, and then just the other ones aren't. It's nothing crazy. Caesars minus 123, but again, the matchup and everything is just in favor of him to be able to score easier. Again, he's gonna have a smaller guy on him with the whole matchup situations of them guarding Luka and Kyrie, so I feel like there's just an opening overall with Derrick Jones Jr. to do his thing and score. He's proven himself on the road so far this series, and yeah, this is my player of the day. Not really much else to explain. Again, not really much to break down defensively. Obviously, Minnesota's just solid everywhere defensively, but they're a little softer spot, nothing crazy, obviously, but they have a little softer spot against that small forward position, which Derrick Jones Jr. plays, being ranked 8th in points allowed, giving around 19.7 points a game to that opposing position. So again, that's their second most points they give up to opposing position, that and then center position. So obviously, I feel like he should do his thing and just score down there. So another upside right there. If you guys can take anything from this video, I'd recommend Derrick Jones Jr. over his points line. As you guys can see, the number one hot play on PrizePicks right now is this 10.5 points for his D-man play right here, but we're just gonna be rocking with this 8.5 points. Again, this has pretty good value just from his recency, but I feel like this 8.5 should just be like a guaranteed lock for us. So this is the guy that I'm rocking with on the player of the day, Derrick Jones Jr. over that 8.5 points line. And then the guy that we're going to be pairing him with in this matchup on the other side of the ball, we are going to be looking at Naz Reid over his points, man. And I've been taking Naz Reid a lot recently. I believe he's hit for every single game for us every time we have taken him. I think we took him like a couple of the beginning games in this Denver series, one in the middle, and then like one at the end. So 3 out of these series, he's hit 3 for 3 from us so far. And I feel like this is another great matchup against this Dallas team. They don't really have like a solid. I know they got some guys down there, obviously Gafford and whatnot, but obviously like within the bench and stuff, I just feel like Naz Reid should go in there and do his thing, especially shooting the ball. I feel like they're not really going to be able to like contest what he does from the 3 ball, and he's been just lighting opposing defenses up. As you guys can see, Dallas defensively, they're ranked 12th in points allowed to opposing center positions and 22nd in points allowed to opposing power forward positions. I know it says center right here, but I feel like Naz Reid is more of like a power forward whenever he plays in this Minnesota offense, just really spacing out the floor, being like around the perimeter, not really down below in the paint, scoring like primarily. So again, with these 2 positions just being again mid-tier right here, and then pretty weak overall against this power forward position, should be a lot of upside for Naz Reid to do his thing. And recently, he's been taking a lot of shots similar to Derrick Jones Jr., with his line being so low at 9.5 compared to the points he's been taking recently so far in the playoffs. 11, 14, 7, 6, 8, 12, 7. So the least amount he's been taking in his last 10 games, or like, was it 6 games, 6, 7 games is 6, again, which is insane value. Whenever he took 6 shots, he still hit this line as well. Again, this line is only at 9.5. He literally only needs like a bucket or 2 every quarter, which should be insane value. And again, if we look at their last couple of head-to-heads, Naz Reid has covered this line in 5 out of their last 7 head-to-heads against this Minnesota team. Obviously, the 2 games that he did not hit, he only took 3 and 5 shot attempts, but that's not a worry for us right there. As you guys can see, he hasn't taken that least amount of shot attempts in the for 7 games. So again, there shouldn't be like another opportunity where he just takes that little amount of shots, and it should be another like high number like he's been seeing recently, like a 9, 14, 12, and 10, like he has proven himself in the past against these guys. If we look at his minutes, he's been getting great minutes against these guys as well. 26, 26, 18, 34 right there. And if we look at his last couple minutes, recently he's been averaging like 20 in the last 10 games. So there shouldn't be a problem right there. And I feel like there might be a I'm not sure. I can't really like say this too early right now. I haven't like seen like the full like teams with like all their players playing in this matchup yet, because obviously in the regular season Kyrie was missing some games. So obviously we don't know how it's gonna play out. So I can't like predict right now that it's gonna be a blowout. But if we look at the over and under on this game, I think it's -5 over 5. So obviously, sports books have this game kind of being a close one. And if we look at the other sportsbooks value on this Naz Reid play overall, Caesars has him at -160. So typically, whenever we have a player that has a -160 on another sportsbooks, PrizePicks tends to bump them up. So if I were you guys, I would go hop on this Naz Reid play. It's probably going to get bumped up to 10 flat. So if I were you guys, I go hop on this one, and it should be another good game. Naz Reid has exceeded 9.5 points in 12 of his last 15 games at home, averaging 14 at home in his last 15 games, which is an insane value, just being 5 over his actual line. So again, he should really do this thing, and he's proven himself. Last 20 games, he's gone over 70%. Last 10 games, 60%. Last 5 games, 60%, and just overall in the whole season, 70%. So in this matchup, over 70%. So I believe this should be a good pick overall, and Naz Reid should be able to do his thing. Again, 6th man of the year for a reason. He just comes off the bench, and I feel like Minnesota just has the better secondary on their bench as well compared to this Dallas team. They should just really outdo them whenever the sub's going, and Naz Reid should just really have an easier time getting those buckets, especially coming off of this Nuggets series, which he just did great on. I feel like they're a way better team than this Mavericks defensively, and he should really do his thing. So these are my two that I'm rocking with on the day for this PrizePicks video for you guys. Naz Reid is our second player that we're going to be pairing on the other side of the ball. So these are my two that I'm rocking with. Again, our player of the day is Derrick Jones Jr. over that 8.5 points. And then the guy that I'm pairing with on the other side of the ball is Naz Reid over that 9.5 points for this nice little two-man that we're going to give you guys for this Wednesday, May 22nd NBA playoff matchup. So with that being said, that's pretty much all I got for today's video. Again, please drop a like and subscribe with this post notice turned on. Over 50% of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed. So again, if you guys are a fan of PrizePicks and the NBA and just want to get notified, even just for my player of the days, every single time we got an NBA playoff matchup till the end of this season, make sure those post notices are turned on to get notified whenever those ones go out and not miss a daily upload. A lot of our players have been getting bumped up and even taken down. Literally like for 2 weeks straight, at least one player has gotten bumped up or taken down. So for you guys, I'll make sure those post notices are turned on to beat the bumps, beat the takedowns, and just get the best value with the information that I share with you guys on these video breakdowns. But that's pretty much all I got for today's video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.